What glory.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of The Cricket Show. We've got a massive night ahead for you. Joining me as usual, David Bogue. Welcome, David. Been a pretty big weekend. Once again, we've got a fair bit to cover. So we'll get into it. And it's been a bit warm. It was very warm on Saturday playing.
Yeah.
But sort the boys away from the men anyway.
Well, it's getting into summer, so, reality, mate, reality.
Reality, yeah. No, also joining us tonight, we've got East Magpies captain Dale Steele, as well as the Taipans captain. Welcome, Dale.
Thank you, boys. Pleasure to be here.
I guess before we get into things, just quickly touch more so on the Taipans. We'll get into East later on. One washout and one loss. You probably got, as David and I spoke about last week, a strong bowling attack, and would have been pretty disappointing to lose the other week.
Oh, absolutely. It's those 1%ers that I look back on that we didn't do. Drop catches. I think we bowled pretty well to restrict into what we did. The chase was going our way the whole innings, probably until the last sort of few overs, and then lose a couple of wickets at crucial parts of the game and just put that pressure on that middle order and scoreboard pressure. 1%ers not taking those little sneaky singles, or there's a couple of shots there were hit for the boundary but didn't really take it on, and they got the ball. And didn't take those one or two runs when they were there.
Yeah, as we touched on there last week, there's probably a 50 things you could look at in a game of cricket when it comes down to one run. But so be up and about next game, and I'm
100%,
sure you're too good a side to be losing games. So, as usual, kick off with our weekly highlight. What caught your eye over the weekend, David?
I'm back on the juniors, and I'm not saying it because his dad's here, but Charlie Steele, 5 for 30. And he got a hat-trick. So we're just talking prior to the show how many hat-tricks we've been on between us, and I've never. Have you got a hat-trick before?
I've got two.
Oh, you've got two. So have you got any?
No.
No. So, and how many times I've seen someone on a hat-trick in a game? It happens every few weeks, but it just never comes to fruition. So well done to Charlie, another junior taking a hat-trick. So well done to him doing it so early in his career, and I'm still plugging along at 49. I can't get a hat-trick, so well done to Charlie. That's my weekly highlight.
That's great. What about yourself, Dale?
Mate, I'm going to give to the under 14 rep side for grinding out a win. They needed something like 18 off the last 3 overs, and they took it to the death. And credit to them. They stuck to their bowling plans and whatever else, and must have bowled pretty well. They put on a good score.
Yep.
Credit to them. They come away with the win. I think probably after the disappointment of losing their first game, I think the boys probably were in that mindset they were not going to come home without that win.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like that one. What about you, mate? What do you got?
Well, mine goes to a bloke. I can call him young because he's younger than me, but Hayden Pope on Saturday scored his maiden century, not only in First Division, but his maiden century of any cricket that he'd played in his career. His previous high score was 88. So, congratulations to Hayden on finally cracking the 3 figures. I know he's worked pretty hard over the last couple of years at his game and been there and thereabouts for rep sides that hopefully it might have all finally clicked.
Yeah, I was kind of out there fielding for a little bit, and he hit the ball really well. That surprises me that that's his first 100 ever. Is that
first
right?
100 ever.
Okay. Oh, well done, Hayden. He's a good kid, and we've talked about him and Corey a fair bit, so that surprises me. I think I saw him hit a cover drive for 6. I think it was a free hit off my young fella.
Yeah.
And I said, why are you playing here? You should be away representing Wide Bay. So I think he's probably got a bit of grit in his teeth a little bit to show everyone that maybe he could have gone away for a rep.
Yep.
And, he took it out on the poor brothers, boys, and watching the My Cricket, I was surprised he only got 100 the way he's going. He could have kept going. So well done to Hayden, batted really well and well deserved. And he's a good bowler as well. So great effort, mate.
Couple of wickets, a few good performances there over the weekend from many things. Well, as we just touched on, the Wide Bay side travelled down to Ipswich, a very warm Ipswich, I believe, on the weekend.
It's always hot down there.
Always hot in Ipswich, or freezing cold in winter. Saturday, the boys got a win, 8 for 242, played against the South Queensland under-21 side, who actually went on to win the Schaefer Shield, bowled them out for 175. Luke Owen batted very patiently, with 56 off 124 balls. Coach Simon Gills wanted someone to anchor the innings, and I think Luke did that. And Brendan Hanley chipped in with 34, and Brenton Polson from over at the South Burnett come in and whacked them everywhere with 81 off 62. So
I think that's Mick Polson's young fella, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Yeah, so Mick Polson, he was a good cricketer represented Queensland, but when I was in Mackay in the early 90s, he was up there and he was bowling off spin then, and he's a good cricketer. And gee, Brenton, I don't know what he bowls, whether he bowls fast like his dad, but 81 off 62, that's pretty good going. That's good going.
Yeah, so got him to a pretty good score. And then with the ball, young Oliver Bemberick came 3 for 28, and Ben Davey bowling his leg spinners took 3 for 57.
Okay.
So I believe got their best bat out stumped with a ball that turned a mile.
Okay,
From what
good effort
to
beat those young fellas on the Saturday. And what you said, they were the overall winners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they ended up winning the Schaefer Shield.
Okay.
21. So, and then boys come out on Sunday, faced a pretty red hot Southeast Queensland side who put on 370.
50 overs.
50 overs.
That's good going.
Scott Sanderson with 103, and Lachlan Vellicott, their captain, scored 129 off 66 balls, 12 fours and 9 sixes. So
That's good going.
Wow.
a few of the boys, took a bit of a pasting, I believe. But Sammy Pearson was a pick of their bowls with 3 for 64. So,
And with the runs, Mitchy Parsons 44, and young Brenton Polson followed up his 81 from Saturday to score 43. So he was obviously seeing the ball pretty well. So isn't it disappointing to what would you say, lose by 1 point?
Yeah,
overall?
roughly 1 point.
Okay.
So that's 100 runs or 4 wickets in the scheme of things.
That's shows we're up there with the young fellas, and SEQ gave us a bit of a touch up, but I think you said last week the game in Cairns counted for some points as well.
Yeah, the game in Cairns counted as well. So I'm not sure how they did work it out, but Wide Bay with 2 wins I thought would have went close.
Yeah.
But, no, great effort by the boys, and they were close, but not quite close enough. So something to work on there for Coach Gills for next year.
Yep.
I believe Trent Riddell was the only one from Wide Bay that was selected in the South Queensland Open side as well.
Okay. Oh, well, at least we got one in.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, on to the First Division games. East was a run fest on Soldier Oval on the weekend. All 4 sides scored over 250 runs.
Yep.
Wickets were quite good. Kick off the East games, East 269, defeated North 8 for 255. Just throw to Dale. Good to get a win on the board after a few tough weeks.
Yeah, no, it was. Obviously, Norths were missing a couple of players as well, and so were we. But it's funny how it works sometimes. Like those guys can rise above. Like Napa come out and batted really well. Shannon Smith played a good little knock. It was game on. It was good for our guys to put a score on the board. The last few weeks we've sort of just been falling short. Someone had Lenny made 60 odd. Probably disappointed he didn't go on with it because he was looking really good. And then Trent Seeds and Eric Peterson had great little knocks of nearly 40, I think, each. So that just sort of that once again, good track. Was a good track to bat on. Probably a few others of us probably a bit disappointed we missed out, but
it's because I tipped you last week. Do you remember last week? I actually tipped the Magpies to beat North, and I had a quick look at Lennon Childs. He got 66 off 45 balls. He hit 11 fours and 3 sixes. So in my calculations, that's something like 62. So he's got 4 runs where he's run a 1 or a 2. So there must have been a lot of dot balls to hit
there was.
that many fours and that many sixes. And 4 runs that weren't boundaries. So well done to Lennon. He, as we touched on the other week when he was batting in the Big Bash, he hit some big sixes, hitting with the wind against the Taipans, wasn't it? So
he hit the ball well when he's on.
Yeah, so 66 off 45, and as you said, Trent Seeds 38 and Eric 39. Chris Napper came in and he got 60 runs, as you said, and 4 for 33. And Shannon Smith, he He's a big lad and hits the ball pretty hard, likes to feel the ball on the bat, and 41 off 26 balls. So I think it's a good win for Magpies. They've been close for the last couple of games, as Dale just touched on. But for them to get across the line, it could start a bit of a momentum shift for those guys, and to set 269 runs, that's a pretty good score on any track, isn't it, mate? You'd be happy with that.
Look, considering on the back end of what we've been making the last few weeks, that for us was a huge tick. We've been saying it. We get to 200, we can go on with it. It's that's just right. Getting there, and we just we're falling over the line. But credit to the boys, we got there, and hopefully now we can just keep building that.
You want to
building
see a
that
close
momentum.
Competition, so
100%. That's what it's all about.
Magpies,
And in the other game, ATW 5 for 289, defeated Brothers 8 for 261. As we already mentioned, Hayden Pope scored 102 off 88 balls. Great knock. Mitchie Waters chipped in with a fine double of 49 and 2 for 33. For Brothers, Lockie Haycock's 3 for 41 and 69, and Lukey Solano batted really well. With 67, had a couple of chances, couple of drop catches, but...
Did you drop him?
No, I didn't.
No? You were bowling though, you sound a bit disappointed.
Oh, you're always disappointed when no one drops them off. And then Pat Marshman came in at the end.
Yeah, I didn't. I'd left by then, and I actually thought batting second, if we got anything over 200 with, we had a few players there. If we got over 200, I'd walk away fairly happy. And to get 261... And Paddy Marshman, said to me at training tonight, who are you going to roast today? And I said, I've got no information whatsoever. He batted well and didn't bat so well on Sunday. And he said, can you just mention that I hit Sean Stutchbury towards Tide Tulips twice? He hit the road. Apparently, Stutchy was a bit hungry, wanted some pad Thai noodles. So Pat said, I can accommodate. I can put you over there towards Tide Tulips. So I think Sean liked the entree so much, he said, can you hit me there again? So hit him there twice. Would that be a fair indication of what happened?
That's a fair indication. Okay. And then he followed me up for dessert. He hit me over there as well. So I know he did come in, just batted with no fear and took the game on and hit the ball really cleanly and hit another straight six off Hayden Pope back over his head, nearly went into the canteen. And but then, as you said, come out the next day and got a duck in the Tabs game.
Yeah, well, poor old Bo would have heard about it that night, but a bit of a leveller on Sunday for the Lord Tabs where he got a duck. So, as we've said many times, there's some good junior cricketers coming through, and a highlight for me is to see any of these under-16 boys, like that's Paddy's first 50, probably nearly in senior cricket. Full stop, never alone in A grade. So,
how good a season Lockie Haycock's having?
Oh, well, every week, and I think he got runs, he got 40 odd not out in the Lord Tabs on Sunday, and to follow up his 100 last week and a 48 not out.
50 in the morning in juniors as well.
So he's on fire as well. So
good on
I guess that's why Lockie's probably been looked at by a few clubs in Brisbane, and his name gets bandied around for some rep teams as well. Even though he's a boy from the bush, his name is well and truly out there in Brisbane. I know there's people that are always asking who this Lockie Haycox is. So with bat and ball, he's doing really well.
Your local Better are your appliance specialists. With everything from fridges and laundry to TV, small appliances and much more. Plus, with a range of payment options available, you can buy now and pay later. Go local, that's better.
Come along to the Aussie Bundy Big Bash 2020 Cricket Series at Salter Oval. It's a free night of entertainment as 4 hard-charging teams battle it out. Every match live on widebayitv.com. See you at the Aussie Bundy Big Bash.
Now, as we just have a look at the ladder, we've got Waves now have jumped the game clear with that game, and so there we are, Waves at 67.6, Brothers just that game behind, and then East moving that little bit, just jumping over top of North with that win on the weekend. So,
interesting, isn't it?
Win there, if one of the bottom two could nab a win off one of the top two in the next few weeks, it'll just sort of maybe give them a little bit of a break, as we know 2 and 3 play in the semi and one goes straight through to the end of the year. So
it's nice and close.
I
didn't realise Magpies were third there, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, no, we obviously we knew we were knocking on that door. We were fourth leading up to this weekend just gone. If we the plan was hopefully we could make a good score and bowl them out for minimal, and just get that little bit further ahead with that couple extra points. But yeah, look, happy to be back in third. Just got to keep that momentum going and knock on the mighty brothers for second.
Yep. All right, Division 2.
Yep.
East 181, got chased down by North 4 for 185.
Okay.
Laurie McCloskey 43, Farron Rogers 42.
Both left-handers.
Both left-handers.
Both left-handers, yep.
Yeah. And we've got to give a special mention to James Beasley, the Pom.
Yeah.
Scored his highest ever score of 32 off 19.
Okay. He would have been telling a few people in the bar after, I'd
I
say.
reckon he would have been.
He was still crowing at training this afternoon.
Oh, was he? Yeah, you've got to put up with him. Well, that's a long week, isn't it? He's usually renowned for his fielding, isn't he? Like we tried to pick
he's
him
good
up
in the
for
field,
top ends for his fielding. So well done to James upon Beasley, 32, and see Johnny Howard 3 for 15, the old bloke there, and Dan Hunt 79 off 73, and Jade Hyde 38. And that's a good win by Norths. I know, Farron Rogers have been getting a few runs this year, and Laurie we talked about last week with the ball bowling 8 straight, I think it was. So he's come back and decided to bat this week. So and Norths, I think Norths play brothers, which we'll mention later on for the Talonjoel Shield this weekend. So Norths are on fire.
Yep. And then the other game, a low scoring fair over on field 4. As we said, both teams were down on a few troops.
Yep.
But brothers 105, bowled ATW out for 87. Angus Raybine, probably match-winning knock there of 835 at the top of the order. Batted really well. Jack Crichton 3 for 26, and Damien Black with a good double of 4 for 26 and 35 in a run chase. But they ended up dropped like flies in the end, the Waves boys. And young Toby Collins, one of the under-16 boys, came on and took 3 for 2.
Yep.
And Harry Gardner, I think, got pulled out of the wilderness. I don't think Harry had been playing.
Yeah, we gave him a rap
that's
last
right.
week.
We gave him the left-armed.
The redhead Mitchie Stark of Bundy. So he got 3 for 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were kind of watching from afar, weren't we, when brothers went out, and I saw Angus go out with his dad Anthony. I went, oh, well, Anthony will get out fairly soon, and he did. So Angus went, I'll show you, Dad, how to bat for a while. And he 35, which, as you said, is probably a match-winning knock, and Blackie got 35 as well. So I think with a few troops out, Blackie was the linchpin there. He had to bat and bat and bat. So I had a quick look at the scorecard. I thought I saw there were 3 for 84, and then bang, 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 bang. So, wow, 3 for 84, 7 for like 3.
7 for 4, 7 for 3.
7 for 3. That's a monumental batting collapse. Who's the batting coach at Waves? Stiddy?
Steady.
Okay, he might have to play straight, boys. So for 3 for 83, only needing another 20 and to be rolled for 87. But as you said, troops out from both sides and anything can happen. So good to see the young fellas again. Like Toby Collins, he's still playing under 16s, and as we mentioned, Harry's just come out of juniors. So a good win by brothers against ATW. A bit of an upset, to be honest, because I thought Waves would win that easy, and they were on track with Blackie going pretty well at 35. So, but in saying that, it's good for cricket and keeps a bit of interest. So, well played.
So I think that game probably gives brothers a bit of a gap at the top of the ladder.
Okay.
Hopefully, so 32, they're a game clear of North, and they're a further game clear of Waves.
And Magpies, I know they've beaten brothers. The brothers are more than double their points. So, in my opinion, anyone can win Division 2.
Yep.
It all depends on whether you're taking players up to Div 1, whether you've got some players out. So, I know the way Farron Rogers has been going with the bat, he goes out and anchors for a while, and Laurie McCloskey. So, I think that'll change, and anything could really happen in Div 2. I wouldn't have brothers locked in at all whatsoever.
Bit of a run on.
Yeah.
No, tightening up there, and a couple of results the other way, it would have tightened it even more. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one. Division 3, the Thirsties.
Low scoring.
One game was low scoring. One game was pretty high scoring. ATW bowled out for 71 by YMCA. They had a lot of juniors filling in there and a few out. Chased down by YMCA 4 for 72. Scott Rudd was the lone hand, scoring 20. No other ATW batter made double figures.
Wow.
I think
Extras might have
Joe
stood
Sundry's got a few.
Joe Sundry's, he would have been the second top scorer. Okay.
Yeah. And Jarman Grigg did the damage there with 4 for 13 with the ever reliable Brett Woodward with 3 for 11, and Shrikant Goganini, I believe it is,
Okay.
3 for 10. So
And Jarman got runs last week. He got some good runs, so turning around in 4 for 13. So he can bat and bowl. And I guess in reply, Lexi Webster got 33. And was that Chris Munro 2
Chris
for 22?
Munro was back in town for
Yeah.
the weekend and got the SOS that they were
Okay.
short. So
So Munro's played, and did Julie play?
Julie played,
Okay.
yeah.
So
the
he's
game with his
showing
daughter.
Julie how it's done. How did Julie go? She go all right?
Not sure. I think she
Not
might
sure?
have got 1 wicket early.
Okay, rightio. Don't let Dad take them all, Julie. That's good.
Yeah. And the other game was played out on field 1 at Solar Oval. Brothers with a very competitive 5 for 177. But chased down by ISIS 4 for 180. Neil Trebeen getting 55 there, and Jason Welsh with 41. Paulie Wingfield, name we seem to mention every week, was in the wickets again with 2 for 38. But it was all about Mr. Willing, Scott Willing.
By name and by nature.
Yeah.
So that's 3 weekends in a row he's got runs, and serious runs, 118 of 71. 22 fours. He doesn't like running. He's a bit like Lennon Childs,
Doesn't
is he?
like running.
Likes to bat and ball. And Leon Pearson, 2 for 26. So, and I'm going to say again, I tipped ISIS, didn't I? Remember, I
You
tipped
did,
against
you did,
Brothers.
yeah.
So if I was a gambling man, I would have won money on this bloke here next to me, Magpies, if I had the Cornella.
And we've got ISIS off the duck.
All up into ISIS. So well done to the ISIS boys, and of course, well, Andrew Satakanarina, I don't think he was even there, and Scotty Raybon, he might have played and steered the ship as a wicket keeper, but Scott Willing, he is doing a great job, so he's probably the player of the comp in Div 3 at the moment. So well done to the ISIS boys. Good to see them get a win, even though it's against my club, but they're a good bunch of guys, and 4 for 180. That's good going.
Pretty
So
good
well
chase.
done to them.
Yeah. All right, well, that just about wraps. We'll just have a quick look at the ladder.
Yep.
We got it there. So Magpies jumped over top of Waves on run rate. Obviously, there's
Okay.
2 weeks to go before the cut-off for the Talon Giles
Okay.
Shield games. So YMCA are pretty much locked in there.
Absolutely.
And then battle between East and Waves for the spot
for second
spot
and
in that
third.
game.
So when is that? What date is that?
Well,
The
there's 2 more
Talon
weeks
Giles?
till the cut-off, and then
Okay,
it'll
yep.
depend on when who the qualifiers
Oh, yeah.
are. So, yeah, I think Waves play Brothers this week, followed by ISIS.
Okay.
And the East play
So
YMCA.
next couple of weeks will be
Yeah,
very
top of the
important.
table this week. YMCA play East. So
Okay.
we'll touch on
Yeah,
that
Rightio.
game later on in our weekend preview. All right, very good. All right, we'll throw to a break, and after the break, we've got a full wrap of our junior competitions, as well as all the junior rep stuff. Catch you after the break.
There's one name across our region that's synonymous with all things hospitality, Rum City Foods. And with more than 50 staff and 4,500 square metres under one roof, Rum City Foods stocks everything. They've got the lot. Paul's Milk, frozen products, packaged foods, dairy, bakery, drinks, chemicals, and all the hospitality packaging you need. Rum City Foods are a proud member of Countrywide Australasia. Find them at rumcityfoods.com.au or at their massive new premises on Commercial Street, Bundaberg.
See Tackle-Vans, your family-owned caravanning experts, for the popular New Age caravan range. Walkinshaw designed and engineered for superior strength and reliability. Start your adventures today with a New Age caravan from Dale and the team at Tackle-Vans to Calvin Street, Bundaberg.
Hello and welcome back to the show. Now it's time to cover everything juniors. Big weekend for the juniors. There's a lot of good scores, a few one-sided games, a few very good individual performances. We'll kick off the under-16s. Poor old Harvey Bay.
46.
46.
And opposition YMCA ISIS got 5 for 239. So I'm going to have to start trying to barrack for Harvey Bay a bit, because they're struggling a little bit, aren't they? And see, isn't it good to see a different Santa Catarina? Ryan Santa Catarina, younger brother of Jaden, 68 off 63 balls, and that's probably one of his top scores. I'm not sure, and that got 2 for 5 as well.
Yeah, 2 back to
So
back
he's the best cricketer in his house
this week
for the whole week. So
Yeah.
Ryan, you've got bragging rights. Well done, mate. And Josh Kelly 55, Lockie Haycock's 54, and River Felstead 2 for 15. So River's another young fella that You can talk about River a bit, mate. He plays with you.
Yeah, no, he's stepped up into first grade this year, and yeah, he's just taken to it like duck to water.
Yep.
He's been making a few runs. He's been bowling really well. It's just good to have another young fella in the side. You know, young legs, keen.
Yep.
He's just good family.
Yep.
It's good to have him.
Did well. So yeah, poor old Harvey Bay, but
Yeah.
they're close. They're getting closer to a win.
They're
I hope.
getting closer.
Yeah.
We'll get them one soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. ATW 6 for 168. Got up over Maryborough in a tight one, 8 for 154. Sam Stutsbury again, 65.
Yeah. He's scoring some runs. He's a bit like
Yeah.
Lockie. We could probably mention Sammy every week, and
Just about.
he's getting over 50 a week anyway.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Taj Coates chipped in with 43. Then for Maryborough, Nick Gillett-Jones produced a good double, 3 for 30 and 50.
Yep.
So he's a very good left arm, swings the ball very
he
well.
does.
Great at
Yeah.
the top of the order. Lachlan Nishinsk,
Yep.
another great player at the top of the
Mentioned
order.
him last week.
Yeah, 53s and other Wide Bay representatives. And Julie Munro took 2 for 15 for Waves.
Good on you, Julie. They're better than Dad. Dad got 2
Yeah,
for
two.
22, I think I was. So Julie's got bragging rights, I think. 2 for 15. Good on you, Julie.
Yeah. And then the other game, Brothers 122, defeated Norths all out for 50. So another low score there.
Yeah.
No Norths player made double figures.
Wow.
So I'm not sure what the.
Sundries maybe.
Yeah, pretty big win there for the Brothers boys. I guess after 122 was a bit.
Yeah,
on par.
I think they batted first, and I went,
Yeah.
oh gee, that's probably not enough. And Toby Lamont top scored with 27. Ethan Hamill took 4 for 12.
for
Yeah,
Norths,
so
yeah.
and as you said, none of the Norths boys kind of scored too many runs. But I see the Bundaberg's best mullet, Rolly Collin, 3 for 8, and Luke Trebeen. We mentioned Neil before, got 55 or so with the bat. Lukey Trebeen 3 for 6, so that's good for Luke. So pretty convincing victory there, considering they only scored 122. So I think Brothers boys would be happy with that. So probably keeps the competition nice and close in the under 16.
Yeah, I think YMCA ISIS are on top.
Yeah,
We've
they'd
got
have
it
to be.
here. There we go. YMCA ISIS
Okay.
on top, but at a game clear of Waves. And then Brothers not far. So the top 3 just starting to get a little bit of a
Yeah,
gap there.
yeah.
Obviously,
So how do the semis work? 1 versus
1
4?
plays 4 and 2
two
plays
versus three.
3.
Okay, yeah, there's a bit of a gap there, isn't there? But those top 3 sides are probably all capable of beating each other. So it's another close competition under 16s.
Yeah. All right, under 14s. North Bundy Power, 7 for 145, defeated Harvey Bay 135. Young Corin Driver there with 33. Braden Jenner, 2 for 8, and Oliver Hyde, 2 for 9 for Norths. And another name we keep mentioning every week, Kalen Barr, 4 for 15 for Harvey Bay. Stand out in a
Yep.
in a losing side. So a few names there.
Yep.
And then
The North Bundy Bears, 9
Yeah.
for 181, defeated YMCA ISIS
was meant to be the other way.
113.
other
So
way round.
yeah, was it the other way around?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Well, Tommy, can you tell us?
It wasn't the other way around, so unfortunately.
So
It could have
North won?
been. It could have been. The YMCA ISIS crew were right on top, and they stuck it to, they was top of the table, that Bears side in
Yep.
14s, and they stuck it to them.
Yep.
And they just dropped a couple of catches. And
So his hat trick was all in vain. Is that what you're saying? Most of the time, if you see someone
Definitely
take a
5
hat
for
trick, you'd go,
30.
well, they won that game, and by how many? But
Yeah.
yeah,
we mentioned Tommy Elphinstone a fair bit, 55 off 34, and Lockie McDonald, 59 and 3 for 5, and Archie Webster, 33. But as we said, Charlie, a young fella, got 5 for 30. So poor old Charlie's tried his hardest, but couldn't quite get them over line. So probably disappointed with the batting, and I guess chasing 181 off 30 overs. It's a bit of a big task for the young fellas. So, but that game could have gone either way if they got Tommy Elphinstone early, get him early. I think that's a big key in that team, especially.
Yep.
Yep.
And the other game in under ATW 128, chased down by Maryborough, ended up scoring 7 for 204. For Across the Waves, young Jai Young made 39. Shout out to Jai, he played his first game of senior cricket that afternoon in Division 3.
Oh, good on you, Jai.
Yeah. And then for brothers, Mitchell Wilcox, 55 off 28, backed up his 2 for 11, and Toby Brewer scored 35. So a couple of boys there that are in the Wide Bay squads scoring runs.
Yep.
So Maryborough seem to be going fairly well there, 7 for 204.
Yeah.
That's good off 30 overs. So as you said, a couple of Wide Bay rep players. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So their ladder there, as Dale just touched on, the North Bundy Bears are on top, with just ahead of North Power, and then Maryborough on 35. So
Okay.
a bit of a there's only one game sort of there between 4th and 5th to catch 3rd. So
Okay. And brothers down the bottom have to have a word to their coach about
Yeah.
Clinton Honour coaching those brothers Raptors. So come on, Clino, get them working harder at training. Get off that 14 points down the bottom. But it's good to see either Maryborough or Harvey Bay doing pretty well there. So happy to see Maryborough up there, and it's good to have a bit of inner city rivalry. It's good to see Maryborough do well. So I'm sure teams going down to play Maryborough will be hoping to beat them, because they're a good strong side as well.
Yep. All right, moving on to the Stage 2 under 12s. North Strikers 7 for 159 defeated Brothers Pumas 7 for 77. Cruz Marshke scored 30 for Norths. Young Tillman Newell 3 for 7.
Yep.
Another Wide Bay representative player, probably more for his batting. We've got amongst the wickets on the weekend.
Okay, yeah, I've heard his name mentioned a few times by people. So good cricketer.
Yeah, really good cricketer.
Okay.
Another left-hander too.
Left-hand bat. Oh, he must
Another
be good.
left-hand bat. And then North's Avengers defeated YMCA East, who could only just manage the poultry 23.
Wow.
Yeah, another very good day there for those guys.
Oh, we have those days.
We'll have those days.
And Olivia Abel 36.
Yep.
Good to see the girls doing it.
Girls amongst it.
Jack Juster 33. Lockie Rogers 2 for 6, and Thomas Dwyer 2 for 3. So some good figures there, considering YMCA East only got 23. So pretty convincing victory there by the North Avengers, mate.
Yep. And then the last game, ISIS 5 for 144 defeated the Brothers Broncos 5 for 106. For ISIS, young CJ Higgins scored 36, and Caden Muggeridge 31. For Brothers, James Parton 3 for 17. And then in the chase, Nick Campbell 33 and Adrian Cunningham 31. Natalia Knight 2 for 9.
Okay, some pretty good figures there. I know James Parton's a very good cross-country runner, and he's just started playing a bit of cricket this year as a bit of a wicket keeper.
Yep.
So he loves his cricket. To see James get 3 for 17, he's at my school. He loves his cricket. So good to see him doing well. And Adrian Cunningham, he seems to be popping up each week as well. Yep. So and Nick Campbell, we've heard that name a few times. So pretty convincing victory by ISIS there. Nearly 40 runs, but well done to all those young kids who love their cricket, the under-12s. It's good to see them down there first thing in the morning. And I know there's a few boys that I see, they're even wearing their whites to bed on a Saturday night and Sunday night. I know Fletcher Rayner, Adam Rayner, who played a bit of cricket with both of us. Fletcher on a Sunday doesn't mind getting around in the whites and goes to bed in them. And I think a few stories have been told. Some of us used to sleep with our cricket bat. So, they love their cricket. And you go down there and how enthusiastic and keen they are. And parents can sit on the sideline and have a coffee and watch the young boys and girls go at it. So it's a good breeding ground down there, and hopefully they keep progressing through all the ranks.
And not only just the under 12s, another one we should touch on is the Master Blasters on a Thursday night.
Yep.
There's about 8 teams out there, and it's going really well. And also the Junior Blasters, not only at Solar Oval on a Friday evening, but ISIS Cricket Club have started one last week, so they had a really good turnout over there. So well done to the ISIS guys.
I think they had a bigger turnout than Bundy, didn't they? Yeah, I saw the photos on Facebook. So they're doing something pretty good out there.
A lot of kids out and about playing.
They might be playing thirsty thirds pretty soon.
Yeah.
If the ISIS keep losing, they'll have to get some of those juniors.
Junior Blasters. Yeah. All right, we got something a little bit different now, David. We got a masterclass segment coming up.
Masterclass, okay. And who was it?
So we've got Peter Drennan from PD Cricket, along with the Bulls Masters, have thrown together a few little packages.
Yeah.
The first one tonight's a shot I know you like to play, is a sweep shot as a left-hander.
Not the slog.
not the slog sweep, the proper sweep. So going to the break, we'll have a look at this.
Hello, Peter Drennan here with Andrew Goad on behalf of the Bulls Masters and PD Cricket. The fundamentals within the game of cricket are so important, so sit back and learn as myself and Andrew take you through 7 shots that are so important to any batsman within the game.
The basic fundamentals of a sweep shot.
It's a great option against the spinners because if you can hit down the ground with low risk options, okay, that's the batsman's preferred. But if you also have the ability to hit square with a conventional sweep and on the other side square with the reverse sweep, it's very, very hard for a spinner to bowl. So I would encourage coaches now to teach the youngsters to sweep effectively on both sides of the wicket. Now, to play effective sweep, you're looking to transfer the weight towards the line of the ball. You'll be making impact with the ball. It's a good stride. The head down the line of the ball, the left side, the left leg will be just outside the line of the ball. So you'll be making impact just on the inside line of that pad. The bat path will be from high to low, full swing of the blade, good extension in the arms, okay? And you finish with that weight well forward into the shot. The key with the sweep shot is as you come through from high to low with the blade, okay, this head moves forward as the bat comes through the line of the ball, full extension. As you can see, right out here as far as you can, it's a very similar length to when you're advancing, and then a full swing of the blade, nice and balanced. Got to be nice and strong through the core. Now, if you're going to reverse and use the other side, simply change the hands. There's different ways of doing this, but one of the ways is you can change the hands and hit it through back of the square on the offside. As I said, it's a very, very perhaps high risk shot, if not practiced significantly, but it's a wonderful option against spinners, and particularly the sweep shot is used when the wicket is turning a lot. Okay, and the straight options are very challenging. So I'd encourage you, as I said before, is to teach your youngsters from a young age to play the shot effectively.
Well, there we go.
That's good. Peter Drennan is a Bundaberg boy. He's coached Scotland, and I know he's been the mentor a couple of years in a row for the Youth Bulls Masters Cup. So, and Andrew Goad there. A lot of our young cricketers would know Andrew. So, as you said, the sweep shot is something that I think juniors should play every now and then if they're playing the spinners, if they can't rotate the strike and use their feet. I know it's something the left-handers do a lot of, just to rotate the strike. So some good pointers there, and something, you know, there's a bit of a risk in I don't know about the reverse sweep. I've never played one. A bit of risk there. Let the boys on the TV do it. But that sweep shot, you can manipulate the field if you're struggling. A couple of sweep shots and then the whole field moves, and then you can go back to conventional cricket. So a couple of good pointers there.
Yep. All right. Well, after the break, we've got a full wrap of all the junior rep games from the weekend over in the South Side.
Your foot's different, so your best shoe isn't the same as someone else's. Getting the right shoe makes all the difference. It means less pain, better movement, less fatigue and less injury. At FootMotion, our experienced and caring team use the latest technology to match your unique fit and movement to the right shoe. Whether it's for work, running, school or walking, we're here for the whole family. Don't compromise. Experience FootMotion today.
Hi, I'm AJ, host of the Wide Bay ITV's music show called The Music Scene. The music scene's all about meeting and getting to know the local musicians in the Wide Bay area and also a few visiting artists. So why don't you join me each week for the music scene?
Hello and welcome back to the show. On Sunday we had our junior rep teams travel over to Mergen to play the three rep games over there in the 12s, 14s and 16s. Bundaberg came away with 3 wins. Very good day. A couple of the games were looking a bit iffy at times. We'll start with the under 16s. Could only manage 108.
Wow.
On a bit of a tricky surface, I would imagine. There was pretty low scoring.
Yep.
Especially with Ethan Hamill, one of the bowlers, had top scoring with 20.
Wow.
But
Cooper Rabine, 5 for 14.
Well, it was similar to, we were talking about the Ways Division 2 batting collapse. I think South Burnett were about 3 for 75.
Okay.
And ended up getting bowled out for 89. So yeah, Cooper Rabine come on with his offies and
little off spinners, and he's a good wicket keeper. Is he keeping for them at all?
no, Aidan White's keeping.
Okay, Aidan. So Cooper said, "I'll bowl some offies. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, and I'll take a little 5 for home." So well done to Cooper. That's a good win.
That is a good win, yeah. Especially as I said, they were 3 for about 70.
Wow.
I looked at one stage and looked again, and they were bowled out.
Okay.
So, good win there. South Burnett's a very strong side. They've got a lot of guys in that under 15 wide base.
That's why I thought Bundaberg might have struggled there, but Cooper Rabine's pulled them out of the rubbish there and did well. So well done the Coops.
Yeah. The under 14s, as Dale touched on at the top of the show, Bundaberg 247 the bat.
Yep.
Defeated South Burnett 8 for 238. And winning, getting over the line there by 9 runs. 5 players for Bundaberg scored between 20 and 25 runs, so everyone sort of chipped in a bit with the bat.
Yep.
And then with the ball, Nick DeLacy 4 for 49, Travis Kaepernick 3 for 34. As we said, very tight. And
So no one scored over 25 runs for Bundy?
No.
All those players between 20 and
Yeah.
25, okay.
yeah,
Well done to Nick DeLacy, 4 for 49. That's a good effort. Out in the heat out at Mergen, so shout out to Nick. We mentioned his name, him and his brother a little bit, don't we? So
yeah.
4 for 49, and we got a special mention to Byron Kratzman.
Yeah, young Kratzy. I'm sure you played a bit of cricket against his father, Adam.
Yep.
He scored 94 off 130 for South Burnett. So would have been disappointing not to get to the 3 figures. But this was after he backed up with a 93 not out playing senior cricket the day before.
Okay.
And shared in a 150-run partnership with his father.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So 2 90s in a row, 93 not out, you can cop.
Yeah.
But 94 out, and
especially when you go down by 9.
yeah. So, but good effort by the young fellow who's playing under 14s and to score a couple of 90s. That's
And
good effort.
just on that, 12 months ago, that Bundy team got bowled for like 23, bowled out for 23 or something like that, you know. So it's a good effort for our boys to put on that score, considering what they got railroaded for last year.
Okay. They're on the up and up.
Up and up. And as we said, good comeback after losing by 1 run in the first game in the previous weeks. But then the under 12s, Bundaberg scored 233 and bowled South Burnett out for 102.
So Tillman got runs. We talked
Tillman
about
got
him
runs,
before, getting wickets, so he's a bit of an all-rounder.
Yeah, 76. And young Cooper Kelly.
Cooper Kelly.
Simon Kelly's young bloke.
Yeah.
Took 3 for 1.
Wow.
Came on. And young Nick Campbell, another name.
We
same
mentioned him
name,
before as well.
Mentioned up 2 for 12. So strong win there to the Bundy under 12s. They've got a pretty good group there, and I think they had a few changes from the first game. So I know Cooper didn't, and Nick didn't play the first game. So a couple of young blokes there coming in, helping out, and showing the depth that there is in Bundaberg cricket. So.
Can I add something there? I've got James Cronin at my school, and he keeps saying his goal for the season is to get a mention on the cricket show. And I said, mate, you've got to do something to get a mention on this show. I won't mention him, but I think he bowled pretty well. He told me he took a couple of 3 catches in gully, which is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I used to stand in gully and drop 3 a game. So shout out to James. There's your shout out, mate. Next time you better get 5 wickets or get some runs. But that's a convincing victory. 233 in under 12s is a good score, and you know, to more than double South Burnett of 102. That's a really good effort.
Yeah.
So some good juniors coming through from
Yeah.
Bundy there.
So that's about the halfway point on the of the rep competition. They've got a break now with the wide bay stuff coming up, and they've got 3 more games after Christmas. So Bundy are on top with 2 wins in the 16s and 12s, and the 14s are on second, just behind Fraser Coast.
Okay. And what's the go with the finals at the end?
Just top 2.
Top 2, and have we got where it's getting played at?
It goes on the host zone, who's got the most teams on top.
Okay, so if Harvey Bay or whoever have the most, they'll play there. Okay, so
so with Bundaberg on top in 2 grades, we're pretty well in the box seat to be hosting.
Yeah, so it's something to inspire to.
Yeah.
Play at home, sleep in your own bed, don't forget up too early. So come on, Bundy, being a bit selfish there.
Mum and Dad.
Yeah, Mum and Dad will be happy if you can play at home.
Yeah. So no, pretty good weekend there from all the rep teams.
Good job.
All right, well, we got another masterclass video to go to.
Okay.
This one's about an important part of the game, fielding. So this Scotty Presswich is driving this one with a few of the Queensland Bulls players. So we're going to the break. Let's have a look at this one.
How you doing, Joe?
Yeah, right. See how this drill goes.
You can have your back against the wall, and then you can have a bit of brilliance by McSweeney or whatever, and can actually get you back in the game. So those little 1%ers can actually make a difference. So just practicing these little drills when they get into game mode and they've got that competition sort of head on, it actually can actually change the momentum of the game. Right, if I'm at cover or mid-wicket or wherever, do I walk in like this? Because we know what Hopes is going to do, right? But in a game we don't. So if we're walking in like this and then we're predicting when the ball's coming here and away we go, it's not really game related, is it? No. So what do we do? Split step, all right, first thing. The other one is, the idea with Hopesy was sending you to the right, so it doesn't matter if you're left or right. The idea is you've got to get the ball and go back towards the target. Simple as that. We spoke about what when you were doing your throwing. What were we talking about?
Pushing your ass back.
Sticking your backside out to create a power position. Because the only way, and this is what they talk in baseball terms, is if you're coming this way and you're going back to that way, what you have to do is create the ability to catch your right hip. Or if you're a left-hander, you have to catch your left hip. So what I'm saying there is, down like this, boom, catch your weight and back at the target. And the only way you can do it is if you create that power base by sticking your backside out. Because what happens is a lot of you blokes, UX, pick the ball up, you got this in, you're up like a meerkat, and as soon as you want to go that way, because your momentum's going that way, you're still not, you can't stop because you've got no base. All right, so it's a simple thing. Is all you do is look, watch what I do. Is I'm going like this to that straight away, and I'm in this power position. And when I go to pick the ball up, catch your weight with your hip, and then back at the target. Yeah, hunt lower and stick it out. Look at his shape. Look at his shape. Hunt lower. Yeah. You got to do the same. That's it. Get down. That's it. Nice. Here we go. Catch it. Catch it. Low. See, you're still going. Because that's still. Stay low. That's it. Yeah, it is. But you create power. It's good. Yeah. Stay low. Hunt low. Down. Got it. Well done. Well done, mate. Keeper. Bowler. Very good. 4. 4 on. Save your legs. Bowler. Nice. Bowler. Very good. Bowler. See Haz sitting up like that. So stick it out. Keeper, keeper. Yes. Stick it out. It's better, Rennis. You've got to come back down to the position straight away. Bowler. Down. Better. Just quickly, if you're going laterally and the target's in front of you, what's the best way to straighten yourself up to go to the target? Hey? Yeah? I talked to you about it before? Catch. Your left-handers catch your left hip, righties catch your right. So if you're coming around here, catch, bang at the target, all right? So Cutsy sort of comes through, even though he was pretty balanced and he reacted well, but he sort of, if you get into that position to try and catch and try and get sort of some momentum going towards that target, and you can only do it if you're in this position. If you're like that, it's too hard because you keep going that way, all right? Away we go. So just stick your backside out. Catch. That's better. Back at the target. That's it. Try and stick your catch. That's better. Catch your hip. Oh, nice. Nice turn. That's better. So bum out more.
Yeah.
Too high. That's it. Nice. Very good. Catch it. That's better. Very good.
Doggy is really good at that. Doggy, really good at reloading feet, like being able to jump off his back foot.
Similar thing, it's going to be. Catch it, low. See, you went, hey,
Really good.
Maxie, you're like, ooh, like that. Just come around and just stay nice and low in that position. So hang on. So this time here we're hunting low, so the baseballers use this term, but feet before you throw. Just get your feet going and look to get balance. So try and be really quick, don't worry about throwing, just get your feet in order and then fire, all right? Feet low, that's it, catch. Still a bit up like that. Good to be out like that. Low, that's better. See that there? That was nice. Nice. Hunt low, and catch. That's it, yes. Hunt low, Marnus. Hunt low. Oi, well done. It's 4 in a row, boys. Keep going. Pressure on Cutsy. Hunt low. Oi.
That Presto, if he stretches you wide, the pirouette or the...
What do you mean?
Like what I did, so going left side down.
Either or. You just got to, like you might be in the position where you actually have to pirouette.
No, but I mean, sorry, I'm saying, in that instance, you reckon you're probably getting more accuracy if you go the other way.
Correct. If you're doing
if
it
you're
that way,
stopping and
yeah,
turning,
correct.
You're probably quicker.
But you've got to ad lib, so we call exploring. So all that pirouetting, jumping, creating angles with your arm, like practice with your angles on your arm. You just got to keep practicing that sort of stuff. Because there's going to be times when you actually can't set yourself up. So Cutsy made a play where he actually couldn't set himself up, but what he did was good. He got his elbow straight up in that position and had his eyes level at the target.
Do you think it's important for us to actually throw with those different angles?
All the time. You got to create. So you
I
shoot.
think we always, practice. I think majority of the time throwing, elbow in that position. But I think in reality, 90% of your runouts.
Correct.
In the ring are going to be quicker plays. It's going to have to be shorter release.
Well, how many times you have the ball running at you?
Yeah, right. Yeah, straight up.
None. It's always on a lateral or an angle in it. So you got to create the angle. Righto. Stay low, Has. Down. That's it. Nice. Some good direct hitties, boys. Catch. Oh, bad luck. Good. Hey, right here, guys. Guys, just quickly. How do you guys rate yourself in a session? Like we just did that then. Did you think it was good, bad?
Oh, pretty good then.
Right. How do you rate it? But
8 probably. I don't know. I thought
yeah. But how do you actually?
Criteria?
How do you assess it?
Stump hits.
Yeah.
Stump hits.
So
Clean pickups.
So you're counting your number of throws versus the number of hits.
Yep.
Create a percentage.
Personally, I just have my feel. So, like, I know if my hips are moving, I might not hit every time, but if I'm getting in right positions, then I'm moving towards a better goal of being a better fielder.
Yeah, cool.
So it's not.
Righto.
I don't always see stump hits as a goal because like, the stumps are like that. You don't get that in the game.
All right. So the point I'm trying to make is you've got all these coaches around here, and they'll assess you, but become your own coach, assess your performance, and then rate it, and then try and better it. All right. The other thing you can do in here is you're pairing up on cones, take each other on. Good set.
You're telling everyone to be low, but I don't reckon everyone's low.
No. So you get low because you get your backside, so you create that power position. So that's what was happening with Jack. Jack's trying to get low, but his bum's in like this.
Do you do that to get more power, or do you mean just get in a better
That's
position?
power, and he gets in that low position straight away.
What do you mean? Soften your wrist. Do you mean is it because I'm just going to throw like that?
Yeah, so this all should be soft, like relaxed, and then you just should, all you should concentrate on is having a loose wrist and keeping it on top of the ball all the time.
So I'm not cocking it there. I'm
No, just let it rest. You're just worrying about getting your elbow in position.
Okay.
But you.
See Tagglevan's, your family-owned caravanning experts for the popular New Age caravan range. Walkinshaw designed and engineered for superior strength and reliability. Start your adventures today with a New Age caravan from Dale and the team at Tacklevan's to Calvin Street, Bundaberg.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's time to preview everything coming up for the weekend. Just on that video we had before the thing, very important part of the game. So
Catches win matches, Reece.
Catches win matches, and the amount of people that I see around, especially younger players, that struggle with their throwing, so they can take that on board. And
especially with throwing, technique is everything, and if you've got a good coach, or even say to the coaches in Bundaberg or afar, whoever's watching those videos, you've got some of the best players in Queensland showing us the fielding drills they do and what we can do and what we shouldn't do. So I think that's really good to have and coaches can go and look at these videos and maybe implement them at training. So I know you're still coaching the juniors, are you, mate?
Yep.
And Reece, you're still involved with some junior teams. So I think it's something that we're always looking for fresh stuff to go through with the kids. They get a little bit bored. And
that's right. You've got to keep them active and motivated and whatever else. But I've always said it. Whatever level of cricket you play, fielding. You mightn't bowl and you mightn't be the greatest batsman, but you can be a really good fielder and you save 20 or 30 runs in the field and you do your job. That's right. And it's a critical thing.
And if you come away with a win, you always talk about the person who took a screamer of a catch. It's probably the highlight, isn't it? You can get someone out that's going really well as a batter and take a screamer, and you can change the whole momentum of the game and turn around in your team's favour. So it's a good addition to the show.
Good little videos. We've got a few more of them we'll roll out during the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. All right, on to the weekend. Big Bash is back, the Aussie Bundy Big Bash. Big Friday night, ladies' night. You got your dress up, ready to go for ladies'
I haven't got my ticket yet.
No, I haven't got your ticket.
Have you got any spares?
No, I don't know. I'll have to talk to Hodgie. See if Hodgie can sort something out. No, it should be a good game. With the Vikings looking to get on a bit of a streak, to get another win, but Heat'll be out to get another win and remain on top of the ladder.
They've played that one game, the Heat, haven't they? I think Arden and Chris Napper batted really well and steered the ship very well, and the Vikings with that one-run win over our team, over the Taipans. So both teams are coming off a win.
Look at the ladder.
Okay.
Heat'll be looking to go to 5 points, and Searles will be looking to jump over the Pies. And then the Taipans.
Taipans are good. Show some faith. We're right. We're coming back.
Taipans actually play 4 of the last 6 games.
Yeah, we're just going to make our run home. We like coming good around Christmas time and just after. So Steely's got the boys pumped, and
hopefully no more washouts.
No more washouts. The rain can stay away. We don't want rain.
No.
So it should be a good game. So. Well, Matty Posibon, is he still away?
Yeah, he's still Mr. Fiji, we're calling him now. He's been over there for about 2 weeks.
Missed his flight. Come home.
Lost his
and
passport.
Josh Winnan is out.
Josh Winnan's out.
Okay, so
picked up a bit of an injury down at Schaefer last weekend.
Okay, so hopefully he's not playing for North on Saturday. Because he can't go wrong against the Brothers boys. He's just making runs for fun against Brothers. So, that'll be a big out for Viking, because he's the man who's they bat around him. And as we said, we've got a lot of young fellas in that Viking side, so that's a big out for them. And is Jason Reepstorff out for the Heat?
Out for the Heat.
Okay.
I'm sure.
What do you reckon, mate? 50-50?
Look, game on. These games are so hard to predict. It's so different to club cricket. Opening bats could come out. Who's the Heat going to open with? There's 3 or 4 guys that they've float around, and same with the Vikings. This week Winnan out. Probably a lot of pressure, not pressure on Lenny, but Lenny's probably got to be the one to step up.
I reckon Eric Peterson's going to start producing, because he's got
Well, he's been making runs
got
on a
40s in
Saturday.
the last
Yeah.
2 games, so he's probably in a bit of a purple patch. So
Yeah.
there's my tip of the week. I
And
reckon
Seedsy as well.
Eric will come in, and Seedsy's been going well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a flip of the coin, but that's the beauty of it. As we've said, you don't know who's going to win, and whoever performs on the night will get over the line. But yeah, it's a great initiative. The ladies' night. I know Sonia Marshman and Kate Raybine are doing the music. They're all excited about playing some tunes. So
what are we going to expect?
I don't know, but it might be 19. I won't say 60s. I won't offend anyone there. But I don't think the players, some of the young fellas, won't know many of the words to the songs if the girls are in charge. But there should be some good tunes that I could probably bust a move to.
Bit of Shania Twain.
Bit of Shania Twain, yeah. Love Shania.
I believe there's going to be some live music inside as well.
Okay.
At the break and at the conclusion of the game.
Okay. That'd be
There'll
cool.
be a bit of a bloke with a guitar. I believe it's Nathan Bedford, boss of Triple M.
Okay.
Yep.
Right
Cool.
on.
Very
Going
good.
there.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the local stuff. This weekend we got ATW and East.
Easy win for East there, I reckon.
Easy win for East.
Yeah.
100%.
Dale. Go back on the.
I can't say it's ever an easy win, but it's always a nice win.
Have you Waves got many out? Do you know?
No, only Matthew, I believe.
Matty Posibon.
Yeah.
So,
Jaden Larson's still out with his broken finger. So.
Okay.
But other than that, everyone else. is
so he's
pretty well
broken his
done.
finger since you grills these 60 seconds, is it?
He actually broke it that day in the rep game.
Oh, okay. And
it took him a couple of days to
realise.
He actually batted with a broken finger.
Okay. Yeah, in saying that, you know, Waves boys are going pretty well, and East are just coming good, so that probably should be a good tight tussle if you know, Dale and his boys bat well and bowl well, so it should be a good game. And Brothers versus Norths, I don't know whether Josh Winnan's out for North, they'll miss him, but you know, they'll rely on Brendan Hanley and Jaden Bond.
Yeah.
And
And
you know,
Napa want to back up a good score from last week.
yeah, he's had a
bit
good
of
couple of weeks.
start,
Yeah,
so
so
get back
that should be a
into
good game as well. So flip of a coin for Brothers North's game as well. Should be a good game.
Yep. And obviously we've got the same games in the twos, Waves and East. That game could probably go either way. I think Waves have got the wood over East the last 2 times,
Okay.
but they've been pretty close games.
Yep.
So, and then the Brothers North's game, that's actually for the Talon Giles Shield.
Yep.
So it's a day-night game, starting at 2:30 at Solar Ovals on
Okay.
main field. So get out and have a look.
So they're the 2 top teams
They're the
from
2
a couple
top-
of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I know from the Brothers' perspective, we've got a lot of young kids that have been playing Div 2, and Pat Marshman and Bo Marshman. Pat's filled in a couple of games with Arden Lankowski being out, so Pat and Bo will probably play a bit of Div 2, and you know, Nick Clark and a lot of, you know, I think probably 80% of the team will be under 17, 18 years of age, so should be interesting to see how they go. And Norths, you know, that they can beat Brothers. I think they've beaten Brothers. John Howard got runs and wickets. He got wickets last
Dan
week.
Hunt
so
got a score last week.
Dan Hunt. So, and I think they'll like the experience under lights on field 1.
How good for these young fellas to experience playing a day-night match.
Yeah.
You know, come out of juniors and having a hit in Div 2 and it's a day-nighter.
Yeah, and
in
it was
a
a good
final.
concept last week, wasn't it, when Waves played the Magpies? So I think some of the Div 1 boys after their game, if it's going to be hot, they'll have a nice cold frothy beer and sit down and watch the young fellas from Brothers go against probably some of the older blokes from North. So should be a good game.
Yep. And in the threes, YMCA play East, top of the table, as we saw there before. So should be a good game. The East boys, they've been very surprising, Dale. haven't they?
No, they're a good bunch of blokes. They sort of keep to themselves, but yeah, there's some good little cricketers in there that
They love it, don't they?
Oh, they just live and breathe it, you know. But it'll be a tough clash, you know. YMCA, Lex and Brett Woodward, they're not going to let them get away with an easy win. You know, they'll stick it to them.
Yep. And the other game, ATW against Brothers, should be an interesting game.
Yeah, well, Brothers lost to ISIS last week, so they want to come back hard. But
Waves coming off a loss, a heavy loss.
A heavy loss. Yeah, so we'll see how they go there.
Yeah. They're real good at that one.
Good luck to both teams.
Yes. The Tabs got their last game of the season.
Yeah.
Last weekend had another tough loss to North down in Brisbane. They got about 180, which is probably going to be pretty competitive, but got chased down. So they want to go out with a win especially a lot of these guys been in the TAB system for 2 or 3 years. They want to finish off on a high. A lot of them will be finishing up.
Some of them played for 3 years, I think, and I'd hate to think how many thousands of kilometres they've done. So, I've seen those boys progress from, we're talking about Thursday night cricket out there tackling each other when they were 8, 9 years old to going away and turn into good, mature young men and well-mannered chaps as well. We had Nettie Jenner on and he spoke really well. So, and it's good for a lot of those boys who are from Bundy to play a home game. Hopefully they perform better than they did last time. I think we only got 105 runs, so hopefully the boys can finish with a win and have a bit of a celebration. I'll go out there and see the boys and we'll cheer them on. Hopefully
100%.
they can win.
Yep. And on Sunday we got the Wide Bay QJC representative teams, the 12s, 13s, 14s and 15s, playing Sunshine Coast down at Gympie.
Okay.
So four good games down there. Sunshine Coast are very strong regions, so it'll be a good hit out for those four teams.
That's the first round before they go away?
No, just a trial game.
Just a trial
game.
Okay.
Just get the teams together and get a few miles in their legs.
Sunny Coast are probably a yardstick in comp, aren't they? They're a strong organisation, so if some of the Wide Bay teams can beat Sunny Coast and cause a bit of an upset, that'll give them a bit of confidence moving forward. So good luck to the Wide Bay boys. Try and show those Sunny Coast boys how to do it in Gympie.
In Gympie, closer for them than here.
Home game for them.
And we got a few vets guys from the region going away to represent Queensland down at the Nationals down in Adelaide. Giles Cunningham, Dave Bonza, Lockie Donovan.
Yeah, Laurie McCloskey, Doc.
Doc, Is Bruce Worthington going away as well? Or is he?
Sure,
He's in the over
50s. He's over 60s. So
he could play over.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works.
The way he bowled against these blokes, he got 3 wickets the other day, didn't he? He got Stutchy and a few others out. So he's still going great guns. And I think Giles is disappointed to be away this weekend. He's our captain at Div 2 and would like to be steering the ship in that Talon Giles Shield that we mentioned. So good luck to those boys, and there's some good cricketers there, so hopefully they do well.
Yep. No, good luck to those guys heading away. All right, well, that about wraps it up for the night. Thanks for coming in, Dale. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Yep,
with
thank you.
Taipans as well as the Magpies.
Yep,
and
appreciate it.
We'll try and get you back in later in the year.
Come back in for, hope he's raised the bat for 50 episodes. And
50?
Oh, gee. We might be sacked by then.
I don't think so.
Righto, thanks again, David.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the weekend.
Looking forward
enjoy
to
ladies' night. I'll try and get you that ticket.
Yep, mate. I'll look forward to it.
All right. Make sure we get out and support our team. If we don't see you Friday, we'll see you out there at Club Cricket Saturday. Goodbye for now.
Oh, there's the wicket. There you go.